very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Illinois Fighting Illini.
Making sure we don't fall to no upset alerts.
I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Cornhuskers will put toe to leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible.
Georgia.
Just let him go to work.
Like this, I don't never get any early recruits to even be on the top list.
The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Fella, what, you hurt your shoulder?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Thank you, Miss JC.
Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire league.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Warren Davis, the sack.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Hunt is on its way. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Nebraska's offense will have its first possession of the game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him,
get that running game going early.
Physical, have that safety help over the top. I'm not letting him beat.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back.
Good cut.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Come across his face.
Wide open downfield. There he goes.
They're moving.
Huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Big boy.
Oh, that just really nice.
Get him off for you.
By the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Let's go back to the run
and
game.
The Huskers are on the move. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
That run game looking good early on.
Here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone.
There it is.
He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Dance on him then.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Nice opening drive.
6 yards to the end zone. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Franking the smacking.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down, and of course, they're still in field goal.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Plows through the defense. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Breaks the tackle. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll give it to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Huskers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Illinois offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Handoff to the lone back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. To throw, it's Newton. Here's a heat. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. It's as if this guy has morphed into Ndamukong Suh. He's dominating right now.
Man, Ndamukong Suh, one of the best players I've ever seen live. Just unbelievable. And this guy, if you're mentioned with Ndamukong Suh, you're happy.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And the defense just gets their fourth sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you needed some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. He's got him.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking to throw. Big guy smells it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Touch pass on the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. On the ground. Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Finds his man. It's Hollins. There he goes to the right. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Illini.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Raiola. It's complete on the right side.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Caught near the sticks, it's Mills. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grab behind the line. It's Hansen. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And he's coming out of the end zone. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Newton. They'll run the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Illinois lining up quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sanders. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. To the air, it's Raiola. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Mills. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got his man. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to get it through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back, looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Raiola. It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football.
And he'll
There you go.
take it to the
Look
end
at
zone.
Tud.
say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy's becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of that loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 14 to Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tries to do it himself on the draw.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Newton. Got his man in the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They'll get him on the ground, but not before Illinois picks up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. Past the 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Big number
The
98.
defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Bringing it back. He steps out of bounds, but not
Defense
only
shows
does he
up
get
again.
the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The snap sets up the throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Husker! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Off play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
working that left side. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
At the 42. And that's good enough for first down.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Huskers have this offense rolling. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Got a man. It's Mills. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground here, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
He's got it on the move. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Little touch pass to the receiver. And they will score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 13. Over Ole Miss. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the heat. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it down the right side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Back to pass, it's Petty. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy. I think they had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole. And
he lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking to throw, it's Petty. And the defense got him at the 27.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Rides the back on the option, the give. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. You got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there's definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Looking downfield, it's Petty. Flips it out to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Power football with the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. There he goes. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss.
Not open. Road is closed. Good luck. We have clean up the animals, clean up the land, and get straight that's on the side. On perfect rate, that's 1 in 21. At 6 people going for the split wise, 6 and 6. I mean, I have it 10 wise split 1.